Today on The Joy of Editing, we're continuing to look at all of the filters in Nik Color Efex, part of Nik Collection 8. Today it's the ClearView Filter. Hello everyone and welcome to The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. Today we're going to look at the ClearView Filter and I have several examples for you. One thing I do want to say, however, most photo software these days has some kind of a dehaze or clarity slider, but the one in Nik Color Efex is a little different. ClearView doesn't just darken the shadows or boost global contrast, it actually analyzes the image and targets the low contrast areas where haze tends to live. That means it brings out depth and definition without flattening the rest of your tones. It's more intelligent, more selective, and it keeps your colors cleaner and more natural. That's what makes ClearView such a powerful tool inside the Nik Collection. Let's start out with this image that really doesn't have much haze at all. Even though this scene is already clear, watch what happens when I gently increase the intensity. You'll see the image gain a little more depth and punch. Edges become slightly crisper, colors a bit richer, and the overall contrast improves. I'm not trying to remove haze here, just using ClearView as a subtle way to add clarity and separation. If I push it too far though, it starts to look over-processed, so a light touch goes a long way. Now that you've seen what it can do with an image without haze or fog, let's work on some foggy images. We'll start out with this one. Now, I love all this fog back in this area, but I'd like to, reduce some of the fog mainly in this area. So what I'm going to do is take the intensity slider and we'll drag it to the right. And I think I'm going to stop at right here, 58%. I love what's happening down here. Now I've reduced too much of the fog up here. So let me show you how I can correct that. If we come down to local adjustments, we have this button right here, a control polygon tool. Let me show you how it works. I'll click on this button. I'll come outside the canvas and click and drag this line up and click again, click. I'm clicking and I'm drawing more lines and I'm coming over here and I finally click here and I finish off the polygon. Now what we're actually doing here is creating a mask, and let's look at that mask. So you see where it says control polygon. If I click right here, you can see the mask I've created. Now, right now it is targeting certain luminosity and chrominance values, but here's a little tip and something I like to do. If I want to encompass this whole area here, take the luminance slider, drag it the whole way to the left. Take the chrominance slider, drag it the whole way to the left. Now you'll notice there's some feathering around here, and right now it's set for 10%. So let's increase that a little bit. Give us a little bit more feathering, maybe right around there, 23%. Now, if you click here, we can see the image back. And now we have that full effect down in this area and nothing up in here. Now here's something else we could do. What if we wanted to cut through this fog just a little bit? Well, then you could come up here and we have this opacity slider for ClearView. First off, let's look at the mask and I'll show you what's happening. So let's click right here so we can see the mask. What we're doing when we drag the opacity slider to the right, see how the area is turning gray till it eventually turns all white. Basically, we're allowing some of that ClearView effect to go in there. Okay, so let's shut it the whole way off and I'll go back and look at the image by clicking this button. And now let's cut through some of that fog up there by taking this opacity slider and we'll drag it to the right. You see that? We can let a little bit of that ClearView work up in that area. Maybe right about here looks pretty good. Now let me shut off ClearView. Here's before and here's after. So we maintain the fog up here. We cut through a lot of the fog down here, and I think we have a much nicer looking image now. And now let's see an overall before and after. I'll shut off the ClearView filter. Here's before and here's after. Isn't that nice? We've cut through some of that fog. And now I have this image. I really like the fog, so I don't want to reduce too much of that fog, but in some of the lower foggier areas, I want to cut that fog a little bit to bring out some detail. Let me show you how we can do that. I'll start by increasing ClearView's intensity. We'll start to move this to the right, and I'm going to take this over a good bit, over to right there, 87%. I've reduced way too much fog up in this area, but I'll correct that with a luminosity mask. Come to your local adjustments, click on the luminosity mask button. hold down your Option or Alt key and click in this light area right here in the fog. You will get a negative luminosity mask or a neutral luminosity mask, meaning you will not be applying the adjustment to that area. So I'll hold my Option key down. Now this fog sits in light areas. So I'm going to click right here while holding down Option. And now you could see if we come over here to mask options, the point I've selected. And what I want to do is encompass all of the light areas up in here. So this is a link button. Right now, if I move this, everything moves together. I'm going to click this to unlink it. I want to make sure I get all of my highlights. So I'll take this top slider and drag it the whole way to the right. And this area is all highlights between 8, 9, and 10, like 7.5 up to 10. And now what I want to do is take this slider and feather. This lets you feather, okay? So I'm going to feather the whole way into the shadows just like that. Now I can move this to encompass more highlights or less highlights. And maybe I want about that many highlights, between 6 the whole way to 10. And now let me shut this off. Here's before and here's after. But see how I've cut through the fog down in the darker areas? And these are the areas right in here, but it's feathered really nicely. But I don't like what's happening up in here because this is a darker area and the ClearView Filter is getting it. And I'll show you how we can correct that. In other words, add the fog back. We'll do that with another local adjustment, a control line. So here's your control line right here. So let me click on that. Again, if you hold down your Option key or Alt key and click and drag, so I'm holding down my Option key, I have a Mac, I'm dragging, and I'm dragging down like this, I'll add a negative control point. Now, right now, we see we're not really doing much, but watch what happens when I take the luminance slider and drag it the whole way to the left and take the chrominance slider and drag it the whole way to the left. It is applying luminance and chrominance to the area inside of the control line right here. And if we look at the mask by clicking on this button right here, you can see that, right? So watch what happens when I take luminance up. See how it's adding luminance areas for different luminosity values in here, as well as chrominance. So what I'm doing when I drag this the whole way off is really shutting off the luminance and chrominance from affecting anything. So I'm getting a pure black area, masking that area out, which is pretty nice. Now, if I click this button again, we go back to the image, and now I've added that fog back in up there. I really enjoy local adjustments and color effects. If you do too, let me know in the comments section below. They really help you to target just what you want. Let me shut off ClearView. Here's before and here is after, but look at that. We've maintained the fog, but we brought back in some detail. I really like it. And lastly, we have this image. Now, I love the fog up here, but I'd like to bring in some clarity down in this area, and we'll use ClearView to do that. So let's start with intensity. We'll drag this up, and I think I want to take it to right here at 55%. Let me shut this off. Here's before and here's after, but I like the fog up here, and we're losing it. So we're going to use a control line to help us out here. So what we'll do is we'll click this button right here. We're going to hold down our Alt or Option key for a negative control line. We're going to click and drag down like this, down a good ways. We want good feathering down to right about in here. Now, again, we have luminance and chrominance. We are taking luminance and chrominance into consideration on this area where I clicked and added my point. So what I'll do is I'll take this the whole way off, luminance as well as chrominance, and now we've added all that fog in there. Now let me shut this off. Here is before and here is after, but see how we brought some beautiful clarity down into here, but we're still maintaining most of the fog up at the top of the image. But that's the ClearView filter. It's a really powerful filter, and I really hope you give it a try. Well, there it is, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial on the ClearView filter found in Nik Color Efex, part of Nik Collection 8. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. Click the bell notification icon. Click all so that you receive all notifications. And then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified about it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today in the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. And I will see you all right here next time. But until then, happy editing.